welcome to Georgie's Gundogs at Trails for Tails Dog Training. Just as I've started filming this, it's starting to heavens have opened, but I'm going to enjoy it because it's been bloody hot. So I might do a video. You see me slowly getting wet. That's because I'm getting rained on, but I'm enjoying that moment. Anyway, so this has come quite quick after the last episode, of which you are doing. That is more for the old dogs, but you can also do a little bit with your puppy, because I have been doing. That was follow at your heels. So again, hello, welcome to other subscribers. Even though these are quite close, so you probably think you only said hello to me over a couple of days, but I like to say hello. Anyway, so in this video, I'm going to talk about some of the things I've been teaching my puppy, and these videos and training will be coming up of me demoing with my little puppy, so you can see a little puppy working and what the things I've been teaching it from day one, really. So for me, like I said, training starts straight away. Whether that teaching them at the home, what we do, the usual stuff like I said in the other one, from socialization, habituation, toilet training, home sleeping, managing themselves in the house, everything like that. Well, these are now training areas which will help and support him later down the line when he's at the stage ready to be pushed. It would be easier to transfer, especially if I get these fundamental, for me personally, foundations in when I've got boys hit adolescence. It'll be a lot easier than letting him go wild. So what I have been teaching him, okay, the first one, connection. Even though he has very good natural eye contact, I have been still working on that. Every day we do that, okay? So he's got really good, I want that connection, and I have put a video up of how I teach connection. So that is something that can be done for adult dogs and you puppy owners. So if you look down on the episodes, you will see how I teach connection. I've done this exactly the same with little man. I have also started to teach the heel position. Like I said, I am not absolutely hammering this, but I'm building value at the side of me, which he's now starting to throw in. So you'll see a little clip of me doing it. I did it slightly different with him, so I will do a little quick demo in one of the clips that you'll see how I did it to build it up for him, because he was slightly different to the other way I teach it. Like I said, every dog is different, and he's different from how Sid handled it to not. I also teach him when bumbling around my field to connect with me, and I don't mean just the connection game, but puppies like to cling to you at this stage. So for me, and I will do a video about going out with your pup about and what to do and what to be aware of, but even in the field I look for these look back check-ins. So he might come running back to me or look at me, and I'll be marking it, I'll be paying it, because I want to keep that puppy clinginess and really heavily reward it, so that they want to be more, and that if I don't let that go, then that's an opportunity missed. But like I said, I will discuss that fully about how to introduce your puppy to off-lead stuff, and if the odd walk that you're going to do depending on the breed. So also what I've taught is a hand target. So that is the dog learning to nose to hand target my hand. The reason why I teach that, again, I will do a separate video on it, but it really helps, especially in Gundog, for hand delivery. I have also taught sit stay for food, so a bit of impulse control early on. That is my preference. It might not be everybody else's, but I like self-control and food. I have a multi-dog household, and for me, I eventually want to be able them to eat around each other quite happily and have that control where they only eat theirs, and also for me, it's that learning to wait for me to release you onto things until you go. Especially for me with spaniels, I like them to sort of check with me before they do with things. It is a good way to start it. It also, I don't want puppies diving on it, and because a lot of them they can, and I like to use the food anyway for training, as you know. So half of it I'll be doing these exercises that you'll see in the clip a lot with my food bowl. Other times the other half of that food bowl they'll do the sit stay with. So that is another one I do. I've been doing some recall training, again very similar to what you've seen in the recall demo video that I've done. I've been doing that at his meal times. What else have I been doing? We've also done a couple of mini retrieves from a little bit of a pattern with a food bowl, and also I have been doing little throwouts with a tennis ball. Not too much, because I want to really build value in coming back to me, and if I overhammer him, I could risk the thing of him starting to learn to run off with the ball, and I want him to just keep flying it to me. So I've been doing that. Oh God, what else have I been doing? So yeah, recall. I've been doing hand touch. I've been doing a little bit of heel work, placeboard work. There we go, placeboard work. I've been doing, again, very similar to how I taught it on one of the videos. Another thing I do, you'll probably hear with the puppy, is I teach it get it. So when it gets food, I tell it get it. Eventually down the line, I want to be able to throw things. And if I haven't said get it, it doesn't mean you get it. Okay, so I'm sort of building that until I've said it. Stuff like that, you don't go for it. But yeah, I haven't put that pressure on him yet. It's just get it, get it, get it, get it. So he's going. So eventually when I do come to that stage, he'll wait for me to say that. So as you can see, I've done quite, car control as well. I'll put another clip in on about car control, because I didn't want him coming out the crate learning to fly out the crate. That's a big one for me, because we park up all over the country and everything, and not everything's private. There might be times that he's in an area that I have to over the crate up, get his lead on, and I don't want him flying out and have a risk of battling. I see a lot of owners battle their dogs coming out of the cars. It's one of the first things I am teaching you. I don't care how young you are, and again, this is my preference, but for me, I don't care how young you are, you can manage self-control. And I do it the same in the puppy pen as well. So before he comes out the puppy pen, all I ask for is a bit of steadiness, not jumping up the pen. Once he steadies calm and he waits for me to call his little name, then he comes out. Again, this is all this learning of self-control. And for me, especially with these cockers, I want that self-control, okay? I want them to not be gun-ho in everything, all right? Okay, because later down the line, if I just let that all go now, and then at 6 months I try to rein it, I'm going to have one hell of a hard time. Where if I've got these, let's say I'm teaching these habits, it's going to be a lot easier through when a stage of them comes into adolescence, kicks in, so on, and also when their confidence really kicks in as well, and they're bolder in life. But if I have these, it's going to be a lot easier, and it has been with my previous, than just letting them go gun-ho. Okay, so these are things, and you're going to, what I'm going to do is like a little bit of a collage of what I'm going to do. And then what I want you to know is that the ones that are not already down, I will be doing separate videos of, so talking you through, and I think they're going to come up fairly quick, because I'm going to try and get them as quick as possible, because I'm also aware that other people want to progress on with the adult dogs with some of the other stuff. But like I said, I've been busy, and obviously with the heat I can only do so much, and he is only a baby, so I am spreading these out slightly while filming them. But I hope you enjoyed the clips, and it's nice for you to see a little puppy working, enjoying the working. That's the most important thing. And the reason you'll see in the clips that they have not been long. This is why I really do a lot at mealtime, more than ever with him, because I've only got so much food I can use, because that's his portion and what his daily requirement is. So I can't go over or keep going. Once that runs out, it stops me. Okay, it stops me from doing any more with him. Okay, so it's like, even though I know consciously and not to do a lot, it's good for those who sometimes get a bit over enthusiastic because they really enjoy it with the pup, and then they just blow the puppy's brains. Because I've got to remember, if I have a tired puppy, I'm going to have more of a nightmare on my hands, and I don't. I want him to enjoy training. It doesn't feel like it's constantly tiring, because even tiring can be not enjoyable for that dog, which will put them off training, and I don't want that. So you'll see these little clips, and like I said, I'm going to be following on with some of the ones that are not already up in the episodes, so that you can follow on with your puppies. And that, because some of them I'd be talking for ages, and then it ended up being like an hour or so video, and you don't need that. You want these broken down for you, some of these exercises separate, that you can watch separately and not feel overwhelmed. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the mini clips to see what I've been up to, and like I said, what you're seeing. Or if you've got any questions, please ask, or want anything doing, just let me know and I will try and fit it in. Enjoy me and little Jimmy, and I hope you enjoy the episodes that are new for you to train, and some of them are even beneficial for the adult dogs who may not have even learned them either. So it's a win-win both ways. So thank you very much, guys. Enjoy the clip of me and Jimmy. See you later. Bye.
the